Right, for those who are unfortunate to have a Audi w12 engine, 6 litre, 2005, if you ever need to change water pump, which is very down in there, not much room, you got 4 bolts like that, and they are very tricky to remove. Not much meat to have a proper torque, so yeah, quite a finicky thing to do. I don't know if this was applied with a Loctite or just a kind of type of a corrosion that stopped undoing it. I had two bolts like that shredded out, and I got one of a tool, like one of these tools, and it's actually this one. This one was the one of the best ones to have a best grip, but it still slipped, and there was literally no chance on doing it because it was like freaking too tight. This kind of type of one, it just like went out very quickly, didn't last too long, literally like a little bit of a turn, and it did drive itself in, but nothing did really help. It just like gone out. It's no good. It hasn't got really any good grip. This one was the better choice, but still you can see like it was kind of like stripping itself out. I had to flatten the end bit so it goes in deeper, because they have a little tip at the end, which I assume would stop me to drive itself back in a bit more. So yeah, grind it down, and that's how I tried kind of like first attempt with these ones. Didn't work, so got myself a little MIG, and it actually did a good job. Did a good job. There was one that was like stripped out, but it did come out quite easy. This one looks a bit rusty, but don't know what's that green stuff, whether it's a Loctite or whatever, don't know. And that's the second one from the top. I succeeded taking it out. It didn't really take much of a weld, only over the top, bit of a weld, and it did come out really quite easy, not too bad. And that's it, man. Then I was quite lucky to save this one. Didn't strip out or anything. It was, I would say, 50-50 kind of to come out, but I did heat up with a propane torch, basically the one for copper pipe soldering for your home, for the radiators, and I placed heat mat underneath so it doesn't burn a belt, and yeah, because it does really get pretty hot. And I did warm it up for maybe 2-3 minutes. Maybe I should have kept it slightly longer, but it did come out nicely. So one of these ones, and got my pump, brand new. It's called Vika. I don't know whether it's German or anything. I bet this is a rebuilt. Got that from Autodoc, and got a little plasticky broken in here. I believe that's a frost valve, relief valve, just in case if your engine gets frozen, this one pops out. It doesn't damage your heads and blocks on the engine or burst the pipes. So I believe this should pop out, but I don't know, this looks slightly damaged. I'm really hoping this is gonna work, because this is just the outer bit. I believe the plug itself is inside, and just the outer one is just like something that holds in. So yeah, little pump. And also pulley, sorry, not pulley, what do you call it? Well, anyway, this thingy, this is aluminium, and when you try to take it off, when it was like that, take 4 little bolts off, 10mm, kind of like turn, give a push, turn, give a push. Do not force it too much, because where I've done it, so you can see like scar marks, and it did kind of like dented a little bit, but doesn't touch a belt in any way. But I might have damaged it where it comes a little bit, like when it spins, like gives a little bit of wonkiness, but it could be due to the pump's bearings being gone. So I'll see if that goes back on and it spins like nicely flat without like wonkiness, and if it does, then it's just a pump. But if it gives a little wiggle, it only wiggles like a mil or mil and a half, like when it turns like very tiny bit, you barely can see it. So I don't know whether that's from factory or that's how I damaged it. And yeah, 3 bolts out, 1 remains down in the bottom, down there, down in the bottom. Yeah, hopefully that will come out with a bit of a heat applying to it, and yeah, hoping for the best. So far, quite lucky. Spent probably like 2 or 3 hours doing it, just those 3 bolts, and yeah, hopefully will work out. Good luck for those. I was going to try to attempt doing it, because it will drive your nerves. So good luck.